The following program is brought to you by Johnny's Radiator Shop. For auto repair and air conditioning parts to fit everything under the sun, visit johnnysradiatorshop.com.
Well, Coach Hembree, welcome to the 2022 edition of the Bo Show. Glad to have you. Appreciate you taking time to come in and talk to us about the Warren Lumberjack football team this year. This is your 23rd year.
It is. That's a long time, isn't it?
Well, time flies by, but you were a real young guy when you first started out.
I'm a real old guy now. So.
Well, it's been a wonderful 22 years up to this point. We're looking forward to this 23rd year. Just give us a little bit of information. We got our first game of the season, be at Stuttgart this coming Friday night. I know you've got pretty good numbers out. You've got some experience back. Just talk about your team in general.
Like you said, we've got a lot of guys. We got 42, which is the most I've had since, we've had since probably in the mid 2000s. But got a really good sophomore class as far as numbers, and we do have a lot of experience back. We got a lot of guys who played a lot of football. We just got to be consistent. That's the main thing. Defensively, we're way ahead of our offense right now. But we got more experience over there with Landon Wolf and Maddox Laster, Delfino Rivera, Irvin Rivera, Tayshawn Johnson, Jalen Lee Johnson, Trey Jackson, Malik Day, and we just got a lot of guys over there that's played a lot of football the last 2 years, and you can see that in the scrimmage how far ahead they were. And then offensively, we're a work in progress. We got Maddox at quarterback who's played a lot of snaps over the last 2 years, and then then we got Trey also alternating at quarterback who got a lot of experience at running back last year. And the biggest concern offensively is consistency. We're playing some young guys out wide that will play their first high school game Friday night, and then at running back, we got Trey, but then we got to have somebody else step up and be that guy. And right now, we don't know who it is. And we got 2 weeks here of playing Stuttgart, who's a really good football team, and Whitehall to find that second guy and be able to because last year Trey was that second guy. We had Cedric and then we had Trey, and Trey had a great year, and now he's the guy. We just got to find somebody else who can also do it.
Okay. Kicking game, how does that?
Well, you got Jose back. He's a 3-year starter now, and feel really good about him and what he can do, and as far as kickoffs and extra points. And then obviously in the punt game we got Maddox, and we also have AJ who punted for the junior high. Irvin's had a great fall camp of punting, and it's just been a really good summer as far as how much work we got throwing the football. And then fall camp, obviously, you could tell the defense is way ahead of the offense. And then Friday night, we're going to be without some guys already, which is, kind of a common theme here lately, the last few years of Lumberjack football is, losing some guys early. But hopefully we'll get them back at some point during the season. But that's just been a common theme the last couple of years. You wish it didn't happen, but that's part of football. You just got to have the next guy step up mentality, and that's where we're at right now.
Well, you've talked a lot about these receivers, that you've got a number of potentially good players, but they are young,
right? And
they still developing.
Yeah, they just got to get consistent. I thought at times last week they looked good. At times they looked really bad, and that's something that's going to be growing pains with them. They're sophomores, and they don't run the right route all the time. And on one interception, we had a busted route, and then we got to block out wide. We got to do a better job of blocking out wide, which we've really stressed this week. And in junior high, a lot of times you can out athlete, you can outrun them, and that was their first taste of high school football last Thursday night. And they got to be more disciplined in their route running. They got to be more disciplined in blocking for each other, and I think they will. They've worked really hard this week to get better at that, and hopefully it'll translate into the game Friday night.
All right, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but just so our fans and people that maybe hadn't looked at it real closely, schedule's going to be a little bit different this year because we've added a team.
Right.
So talk about that just briefly.
Yeah, we got a 9-team conference now. We added McGee. We didn't lose anybody, so we had our 8 normal conference games and added McGee. So we have a 8-game conference schedule, only a 2 non-conference schedule, and we picked numbers to see what the schedule was and or is going to be, and so we play this week, and we play week one against Whitehall, and then we got a bye week. We happen to draw the bye week. Every team in our conference is going to have a bye week because it's an odd number of teams. There's 9 teams, so we got the bye week, the first conference week, and then we play at Star City again, which is different because when we pick numbers or when we drew the rescheduling, you just picked, and whatever happened. So there's games where, like Star City, we play at Star City. Cross it, we play home again. Dumas, we go to Dumas. DeWitt, we go home. We're home. So there's games that we're doing 2 years in a row, but over time it'll even itself back out.
Right. So obviously there's several potentially pretty good ball clubs in the conference.
Oh yeah, really good. Our first conference game is going to be huge. They beat Cannon Fairview the other night, and week 3 against Star City at Star City on Thursday night, a TV game that Fearless Friday or that Channel 42 picked up. That's a huge game. We got to get better. That's what we're focused on right now, is getting better these next 3 weeks and be ready to play a really good Star City team. And we've always used the non-conference season as a gauging point on, like I said earlier, trying to find a backup running back. Hopefully stay healthy, which knock on wood, we've not done again, but maybe that it hit us early this year and we can be over it. But just be able to be peaking at the right time when we do hit conference.
All right, well, let's remind everybody this coming Friday night is our opening game. We go to Stuttgart. Always a good ball club there, and I know they will be again, so get a good test. But we need all our folks to show up, all the fans to be there.
Yeah, it's a really good test. We were real familiar with each other. We played them 3 times the last 2 years. They got everybody back. Number 6, we chased 6. Like 6 should be graduated a long time ago, but he's back, and we've chased him last year for two games. I mean, he's hard. I mean, he's probably the best running back in the state of Arkansas. He's committed to Arkansas State, and obviously last year in playoffs he hit us twice, once for 80, once for 69, and first time we chased him all over the field. And they got a lot of guys back. They're a lot of experience. That's why they're ranked so high in 4A, and it ought to be a great high school football game.
Well, if I saw the weather right, looks like it's going to be decent. So we again urge all of our fans to make that trip, not very long, to Stuttgart, and support the Lumberjacks and get ready to get this season underway.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.